Hey guys, Wise Gamer here, bringing you an indie game preview / early review of a game currently on Indiegogo with about a week left, as well as Steam Greenlight to try to get access onto Steam, called And So It Was, a game about a boy with a mask. This game is being made by a one-man studio called Volume Up Studios. Awesome name of the company, by the way, and this is their indie title. They've been working on it for about 4 years. Indiegogo campaign is doing okay, but I mean, it's got a week left. It really needs a strong finish here, and it's for a pretty cool game. It's so they can he can dedicate full time onto it, finish up the game, and get it launched finally too. So the Indiegogo is going to a good cause, and this is actually one where even if the funding doesn't get finished, they still get the funds, which is awesome. So even if the goal isn't met, they still get the funds, so you're still supporting the studio. Definitely recommend checking it out. I think I want to say $7 gets you the game, as well as like an art packet or something like that too. So you should definitely check that out. I'll have all the links in the description below. With that being said though, let's go ahead and hop into it. So basically this game has a really interesting gameplay. So you're a boy in a dungeon or in a prison basically, and you're trying to escape, and you're learning more and more about the world as you play. It actually takes multiple playthroughs to get through, and it is really challenging. You'll probably die multiple times to find out the full story. The key thing is that's really interesting about this is every time that you play through, you actually have a procedurally generated dungeon. So there's different like rooms kind of in like these quadrants, and you can tell that they're like randomly put together. So you always start off in the same prison cell, but then there'll be different rooms attached to it, and different hallways and paths and traps and corridors and different enemies and things like that that get generated. And it proves to be really difficult. So you'll see during the gameplay, you know, there's some times that I die pretty quickly, and other times, you know, I actually made it pretty far all the way to a boss and everything too. So as the game develops and the story goes on, you're actually finding out more about it. And because of that, I don't want to say too much about the story itself, other than you're a boy who's trying to find himself, find out why he's here. And yeah, it's really, really interesting. It kind of draws you in. That being said, you know, the graphics do help out as well. It's kind of an interesting... try to say like maybe a little bit better than N64 style graphics, maybe right around PlayStation 1 style, where, you know, it's a little bit more how do you say, polygonal, I guess would be the best way, but at the same time the dungeon looks good. You can tell that there's a lot of like detail in the actual level design itself, which is great. I love seeing that there. That plays into the audio also. The audio has a nice background track. I know they're talking about doing voice actors as well, and this is a really early alpha version of it, so things could always improve, change over time. There could be better graphics, better audio, stuff like that, but I did enjoy what I saw from it so far. I do wish there was a little bit more variety and a little bit more intensity in it, but I mean, I think it fits well for the mood they're trying to set in the atmosphere. Now moving on, I always talk about replayability in the games as well. Honestly, the game's really good at that. I mean, like I said, it has actually multiple secrets throughout the game. There are secrets that you can find. There's statistics, as you can see here, where, you know, you actually get to track like your death progress and how many times you used a certain spell, how many secrets you found. So that kind of gives you an idea of, hey, you know, there's some things out here to be found, things I want to see. And I'm sure as it does get on Steam, because I know it'll pass Greenlight at some point here, there's going to be Steam achievements for those secrets and things like that too. So it really wants you to go back and find out what the full story is. You might be missing a few pieces, and the second time you play through, or third time, fourth time, you'll actually be able to complete that story and find out the true story of this boy with a mask. Finally, I always like to talk about some drawbacks as well. So as of right now, the game is in early access, so if you do support it on Indiegogo, you're going to get a copy of the game. It's just a matter of how soon, because it has been in development for a long time. You know, I always put that out there. It also has a few bugs right now. Some things aren't there fully, there's placeholder items, stuff like that. We see that all the time with early access though, and we always know those games do really well too, and this is one that I know would work out for you guys as well. If you're into the whole dungeon crawling type thing, I would definitely give this an overall rating of, you know, a go for this. Go ahead and pick it up. Really cheap, like I said, about $7 to back it, or €7, excuse me, to back it. Not too expensive at all, but you're going to be helping a developer who's doing the one-man studio, and that's what my channel is all about, is helping those guys out and get these games pushed out there. So if you guys are into the dungeon crawling type thing, procedurally generated, really interesting, in-depth stories, this is one for you. Finally guys, I'd just like to put a reminder that down below in the description I do have links to the Indiegogo campaign, the website itself for the developer, and you can even play a demo there, the one that I'm playing here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. I will be doing some more reviews here soon. I know that some people have asked for indie gameplays as well, or my Let's Play series. I actually have a few games that I'm probably going to be doing on that. I need to get the review done first, and then I'll be doing the Let's Plays on it. That's kind of the way I usually do it. So with that being said, as I put more videos out, I'll definitely do that. Finally, as a last note guys, I always head down in the link down below. If you're a content creator yourself, you want to go into YouTube, there's a free plugin called TubeBuddy. You can actually sign up below, and if you check out their channel, there's a whole list of tips and tricks that I've started doing, and other how-tos that are on there too. Things like how to use multiple default upload profiles, find keywords to rank in search rankings, things like that, and definitely recommend checking it out. Alright guys, well hey, as always, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching the review. Let me know what you thought down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.